Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. So, in the previous video, we discussed what is an RC and what is the role of product manager in that. In this video, we'll discuss how to go about solving an RCA problem. So, a typical problem can be that, let's say, there is a decline in sales on my e-com app. So this is the problem basically. So now it's kind of a vague problem, and hence the first step in all this should be to question the question itself. Question the question itself. You see, it's important to understand what is the issue exactly. From this, I do get an idea there is some problem in my ecom app, and due to which its sales is declining. But it's still vague, like how much is the decline is happening. So how much question the question itself, how much is the decline, let's say for example, how much is the decline, can you quantify it? If it's huge decline, then it is quite an alarming thing. How long is it happening? Is it seasonal? Please consider the seasonal aspect as well. A lot of people don't consider that. For example, if there is a decline from the big billion day, then obviously there will be noticeable reduction in the sales. The next aspect in that which needs to be considered is you have seen that it is saying my ecom app, but what app? Is it a web app or is it a mobile application? Even within mobile, it is always good to consider whether it is Android or whether it's iOS. In majority of the cases, the interviewer will not differentiate between these two, but it's always good to consider these just to show how in depth you are thinking. But this needs to be clarified. A lot of applications, people use Swiggy, for example, use Swiggy on their phone, but they don't realize that there is a web application for that as well. Similarly, for WhatsApp, people use the mobile application and not much as the web application, but there is a web application for that. And it needs to be clarified that on which platform is the issue coming. Second, second, and one of the most, actually the most important aspect is what analytics tool is being used to, what analytics tool is being used to measure it, right? So you need to understand a lot of time there are issues in the analytics tools themselves which are measuring the required metric. And hence you need to be sure whether there is some issue in that or not. That so for example, you can ask which analytics tool are we using and has there been some issues reported in them since the past few months, and especially the months in which we have been seeing this decline, the decline in sales. If yes, this completely changes the direction of your question, because the issue is not whether the sales is declining. The issue is how you're measuring that decline. And it's important because a lot of people miss this aspect, and hence they end up going in a completely different direction, and you waste like 20-25 minutes of your time going nowhere. So it's important that you ask this question. So, like, is that tool okay? Whatever tool that we are using, is that tool okay? And have we started using it recently? Like, since that time, we have noticed this difference. Started using it recently. Recently, right? Right. And the most important question is this change see after integrating this tool? Because either something wrong was happening before or something wrong is happening now. So this needs to be clarified, and this is a very important step that 99% of the people miss, and this is something that can set you apart from the rest of the crowd. So this is two important aspects that I have discussed. Let's continue the rest in the next video.